I'm sure a lot of you guys in the legacy iOS community know the App Store has started to function again on iOS 4 through 6. However, despite this fact, you still do have to use Checkmate Store in order to actually install apps on iOS 4 through 6 because obviously they won't let you install other versions without installing jailbreak tweaks Checkmate Store. And so because because it still requires jailbreak, is it worth using the App Store? Well, obviously using the App Store is a great way to install apps on legacy iOS versions, but on iOS 5 and 6, I still do prefer Viteris just because it is a little more flexible and lets you actually choose versions and such like that. And it's online and on device too, unlike other methods of sideloading, which I do like too. But I still prefer the flexibility of Viteris on iOS 5 and 6. Now, of course, obviously on iOS 4, you still have to use the official App Store or else use other sideloading tools. But yeah, it's just how you sideload. Install apps on iOS 5 and 6. I'm not going to wait for this to load. But because Siri started working again on iOS 5 and 6 on the devices that support it after the App Store started working again, it was a question at least I had if Siri would continue working on iOS 5 and 6, but I can assure you that it works on iOS 5 if I test it here. What's the weather today in New York, New York?
Searching the web for what's the weather today in New York, New York.
Now, as you can tell, it works just fine on iOS 5, and unsurprisingly, if I test it out on iOS 6. What's the weather today in Los Angeles, California?
I didn't get that. Try tapping above to edit.
What is the weather today in Los Angeles?
Searching the web for what is the weather today in Los Angeles.
As you can tell, it works just fine. And so that's just some clarifying some questions that people may have now that the App Store started working on iOS 4, 5, and 6 again. So without further ado, thank you all for watching this video. As always, I'm the iTunes fanboy, and peace out.